All right, folks. So what is today about? Well, another 3 panels. I really like doing those. They're fun. I think Keanu keeps me active. Sometimes just one subject isn't enough. My brain kind of keeps always spinning, so I'm always like, oh, okay. So when I do three, I kind of have a focus. It helps me that way. So let's see. We did the faces. I don't know if you guys haven't seen it. Go back and check it out. So 3 faces. People voted on it. Um, and then we did the three different. Robin Nebby! Okay, let me try that again. Hold on. You know what? I'm not going to re record that. I'm just going to keep going. I did 3 faces, and then this one here is three cityscapes. So I'm doing 3 cityscapes. I'm not going to get through this, am I? Okay, so 3 cityscapes. I want you guys to vote on it, 1, 2, and 3. Let me know what you think. Send me some messages. I love this. You guys have been sending me messages. I really do appreciate that. And little side note, yes, my wife was in jail for 2 weeks. She wasn't jail. She was imprisoned for 2 weeks. So you'll get to hear that story right away. So listen, vote, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video. There you are. Yeah. Alright guys, I just prepped the board. Basically what I did was I just used some liquid, basic paint right here. What is it? What color is it there? Okay, hold on a second. I'm trying to focus that properly. Yeah, great way to get started, Paul. Just be totally unprepared. Anyways, blue paint, exactly the color, blue turquoise. Oh, blue turquoise it says. Anyways, Liquitex, painted that on there, and basically just did an outline. I'm going to do a cityscape, my own made-up cityscape. I like doing these things. I just kind of keep building and building and building. I love them. They're a lot of fun. So sit back and watch. Basically what I've got going here is I've got a board, and I prepped it. I painted it blue, and I am going to be doing some cityscapes, because I like doing these every once in a while. And they're not true cityscapes. I kind of make them up as I go. I'm doing 3 of them for you guys. So here, this one you can see I kind of just basically get it started, pull out some colors, see what happens, start adding in my little squares and little rectangles and little dots and everything like that, just to make this happen, right? Now, while this was all happening, my poor wife was going through what I would call a little bit of a prison situation. And what happened was, Sue, it was going up on her chairlift. Unfortunately for my wife, she is actually partially paralyzed. And so going upstairs would not be easy. So we got a chairlift for her, and she goes up and down, no problem. Easy as pie, right? This time she's going up, right? And what happens? Boom. It decides it's done. The chairlift is broken. It's no longer going to be working. So now she needs a new chairlift. And so what I thought to myself was, hey, you know what? We're going to have to really think about this, because we've got to get that as quick as possible, which, unfortunately, this is the problem. It didn't just happen overnight that we could get a new chairlift. We had to wait 2 full weeks. 2 full weeks, my poor wife was sitting upstairs waiting for a chairlift. And as she's waiting, I'm downstairs here building little cities, right? And having fun. But the thing, too, for me was, and I got to be honest, this is what I liked, was we adapt. That's one of the things about us in a relationship. We adapt. If things aren't exactly the way that we'd like them to be, we figure out a way to make it work. And we did. So the 2 weeks, even though it was a bit of a torture for my poor daughter, daughter? Daughter wasn't the word I was going to say. My poor wife. Kind of weird Freudian stuff was that. So anyways, my dear wife, it was, basically she just stuck up there and couldn't come down. But we had a lot of fun. We would play cards every night, watch a TV show. I made dinner, I made breakfast, right? Yeah, we just had a great time. The bathroom was there for her, the bedroom was there for her, so none of that stuff was an issue. Just basically what it was she adapted by doing some stuff upstairs in her office. And of course, she started to create some stuff, did some stickers and stuff like that that turned out really cool. I liked them. So, yeah, as you can see here, I am working away on my colors here, just making this come together. Really like it. I like that little part where I've gone straight, but then I made a little bend, right? And that just causes the eyes to have something extra to look at. And then there's that little character. I think I do it through all three of them. You'll see that little character pop up. There's a little guy right here at the window. Now, what does this mean? For me, when I'm doing art, it's just doing the art. That's what matters, right? And so I just make things happen. And in the end, when people ask me and say, "Oh, what does it mean to you?" Sometimes it means very little, and sometimes it means a lot. Sometimes it's just the process of going through the work that is absolutely the part that's necessary for me, my brain, right? It makes me happy. So I've got this one coming down. This is pretty much down to a finish, and boom, I just signed it, and I think I'm going on to number 2. So that's number 1, and then, okay, here we are, painting number 2. Painting number 2, as you can see that I have prepped the background again. I don't know if I mixed some colors on that one. I apologize. I don't remember. And then again, this one here, I kind of worked it out a little bit more. So each one, I want to make them a little bit differently, right? Now, back to poor old Sue hanging up upstairs there. So anyways, after our 2 weeks, we wound up being able to come back and forth. It's kind of interesting for me simply because I was used to the old chair, and what would happen is I was going up the stairs, you could hear and sometimes if you see some of our old videos, you might actually hear me, or I might say, "Oh, there goes Sue going up the stairs." This new one, it kind of sounds like a plane going off or a spaceship going like this, right? It doesn't make that right? It's like right. So now I'm hearing this kind of thing, all day long. It's kind of fun. We went out, we celebrated a little bit, got some breakfast in the morning, and basically just kind of did our thing, and wound up playing cards, I think, downstairs. It's kind of funny that after all that time of playing cards upstairs, we really enjoy playing our cards, and I got to be honest, Sue does beat me quite a bit. Yeah, she's very good at it, all right? But I love it. This one here, I'm really liking that. Some of the colors that are coming out on this are really nice. I like to layer over top, or sometimes I'll grab an alcohol marker and go across paint just to see if it'll make a difference. I don't know if I did that in this one or not, but that part in the middle makes me think I might have done that. But yeah, sometimes you want to experiment, right? This one's a little tighter too. You'll notice that. The other one there, tight, but a little bit loose in areas. But this one here, a bit tighter. And I like that kind of where the lines, they don't have to be perfect, right? I'm making you a building, but some of the life of it in the painting itself or the drawing is the fact that the lines aren't perfect, right? If you saw it drawn like somebody was doing drafting, it'll look neat, but it loses that flavor, right? So I like to have that little bit of an oddness to it, so that the bricks are a little off, a little not perfect, right? Otherwise, I'd be using a ruler through all my stuff. And that. There's that character that I talked about. I had that in the first one, and this is into the second one. And that, so I'm really happy with the way the colors are working out here. That's the thing, is when you are doing stuff like this, experiment, have fun with it, right? And I gotta be honest, if you wanted to look at a new way of relaxing, doing these little building type things where it doesn't really have to be a proper structure is very relaxing. I got to be honest, when I am doing these, they tend to bring out that nice, happy, relaxed feeling. Oh, there we are. Number 2 is done. And I'm working on number 3. Number 3, I went a little bit different on the background. What I did there was I decided to actually mix a bunch of colors and just get this darkness. And then I also added a big pile of glue on top and mixed that all into it to see if that would give some kind of interesting depth. And it did. I can see that in the background. But as I was working, there was a part of me that just wasn't 100% happy with the background. The foreground, I was looking, it was looking good. The other thing too was I did that where it was straight onto the left side, but then I kind of decided to push in the little blocks all over the place. I don't know if anybody ever seen the movie Player One. There's a scene and where the houses are all stacked on top, and I always found that really fascinating, and I think I kind of wanted to go with that same kind of theme. So no problem. It's working out really well. We're waiting. Actually, I think when this is happening, we're actually waiting because they actually had to take out. I'm back to talking about Sue being upstairs. They had to take the carpet out and they put new carpet in, which I loved. Oh my God, it was so thick, right? So it also made it very easy. And then the gentleman who actually installed was just a lovely human being. I don't remember his name. Eric. Oh, thanks, babe. So Eric came and he actually helped. He actually installed the lift itself and then explained to us how the new lifts work and stuff like that. So he was just a great gentleman to have over to doing the work for us. So we really appreciated that. Got it done. Now, as you can see, I've got some colors going here and that. And at this point here, I don't know if I've made that decision to work on the background. I think I'm still playing around. And then I finally decide to myself that, okay, look, let's get this, I'm just not happy. I'm just like, I'm looking at it. I'm like saying, fine, it's going okay, but it needs something more. And I think I finally decide to make that decision while I'm working on this right there. Yeah. So, no, I haven't done that yet. There you are. Boom. There's that decision-making situation. Decided to add this purple into the background. And I thought that would just be the right thing to do. And I think I was right. It just kind of made it pop a little bit more. I needed it to pop. And it wasn't popping, as they say. But I'm really happy with what this one... This one also took a lot longer. Yeah, this one here, I didn't struggle, but I had to make sure that it was consistent to the way I wanted it to be, right? As it went across, I wanted that feeling of kind of maybe a little bit stiff, and then all of a sudden it explodes. So it kind of looks a little bit different as you go across. So it gives your eyes some action, right? So you're looking at these rectangles and squares, and then little pipes and lines and wires and stuff like that going across. But it changes, So you have this kind of sense of movement in the actual work, and that's kind of what I wanted it to do, and it worked. I think I'm quite happy with that. Yeah. I think I love doing these. Like I said, when it comes to relaxing, seriously, guys, just make little squares. You add a little bit of color. Make a couple more squares. Add a little bit of color. Right? Play with it. Have fun with it. Today, I'm working on this kind of stuff, and I've been doing this for years and years and years, and I still have such an enjoyment of just sometimes trying something a little bit different, right? Sometimes a new marker and new paint, new background, just a look, right? It really does make me happy, and I think basically in the end that's really all that matters, is just be happy. Now, Sue's upstairs. She's all locked away. But I think at the end of this one, everything actually comes together. And we wind up being back downstairs. And she was actually very nice. She made me a very nice meal. I've been, giving her dinner or breakfast and all that kind of stuff for the few weeks, which nobody should be patting me on the back because it doesn't really mean anything. That's my job. That's, you adapt. If she needs help, I adapt to help her. If I need help, she adapts to help me, right? I think that's what makes a relationship work. The fact that she's cute too, so that really helps me. But yeah, it was kind of a pleasure being able to hang out together upstairs. I mean, we hang out together all the time. We do everything together, but it was kind of very intimate when we were upstairs and we're playing cards. And it was just us two. And, Hunter's not here right now. She's actually been away for about 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, it looks like, or maybe more. Yeah, so she's been away from us. So, here we were. We were just this old couple sitting upstairs, drinking our coffee and having our snacks and playing cards. By the way, we play, it's called Monopoly Deal. And if you have a chance to play this game, it is great. I don't only just play it with Sue, I also play Wednesday nights. A bunch of us get together and we play Monopoly Deal. No, Monopoly Deal, I believe. Yeah, Monopoly Deal. So we play Monopoly Deal, and it's a bit of a hoot. I mean, I like the Monopoly game, but you got to set it up and everything like that, and especially if you're at a coffee shop. Unless it's one of those gaming places, it's not going to be exactly, the kosherest thing to do. So what we do is we play Monopoly Deal and sit there and drink coffee and play cards and curse at each other for winning or losing, and really, really enjoy it. And so I'll probably play many more games of Monopoly Deal with Sue upstairs or downstairs or wherever. Like I say, she tends to beat me a lot, so that's okay. But I did introduce her to it, so there you are. I think I'm done. Yeah, I am. I'm glad I did this one. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll have a little chat at the end. Tell me which one you like, guys. There's 3 of them, right? So make sure you vote 1, 2, and 3, right? Let us know.
She has been released.
I'm free.
Yes. So, like 2 weeks, right?
2 weeks trapped upstairs.
Yeah, not able to go
dungeon.
anywhere. So, Sue is now free. If you are watching the video right to the end, you'll see that she comes down on the new chairlift. We're all excited. But it really is, you forget sometimes. I've known Sue in a chair from day one. And I do know her struggles, but even for myself, I sometimes forget that something like the chairlift and then putting her in a position where she can't move in the sense of getting out to go out, for the day or do whatever, or even going to visit her mother, came to a complete halt. And, she trooped through it, and of course that's the way she is. She just does that. I sat down here doing little drawings and stuff like that, and it was a little bit, not difficult, because there's a lot of other things out there that are really difficult, but it really did put a perspective on what my wife has to go through sometimes, and so I appreciate it, and I appreciate her, and wow. Anyways, way off topic about art, but I just kind of let you know about my life sometimes. Anyways, she's now a free woman. She can go and roam and do what she needs to do. We actually are going out to go get some ingredients for taco pie. It's taco pie night. Hunter's supposedly dropping by, and she loves taco pie, so taco pie night. So vote on the ones that I just did. Tell me what you think, right? The changes on all 3. I'm going to be doing 3 more. On this one, it's going to be fish. I like drawing fish, as you can see, right? So there you are. If you can do the likes, do the subscribing, guys, really appreciate it. What else? That's it. Everything is done. As I always say, remember, be cool like a big bull moose. And remember to wash your hands. I've totally screwed it up. I think I'm just giddy from the fact that Sue was able to escape. Let's try this again. Remember to be cool like a big bull moose. And remember to wear your pants. This isn't gonna make it. Oh, I don't know, Sue. Put it in if you want. I don't know. Oh my gosh, guys! I almost forgot. Last video, I told you guys I would tell you who the winner was, and it was actually 1 and 2. There were no votes for 3, unfortunately, but 1 and 2 got the votes, and it's obvious to me that you guys like want to do all the detail and little dots and little extra colors into it, so you're going to get more of that. So enjoy and subscribe. There you are.